Today I'm going to show you how to start up your own alien UFO inspired swatch or mini tapestry, whatever you want to do with it, to go along with my astronaut tapestry. Absolutely cute. And for starters, we're going to chain 11. And for this tapestry, we're going to use my personal favorite Tunisian Simple Stitch. And for that, we're going to work on the back side of this chain. I have it right side, and we're going to turn it. And as you can see, there are like little bumps that connect our chains. I know it's a black yarn. I apologize, but of course we need to make our little alien in space. And we're going to insert our yarn onto that back bump. We're going to skip the very first bump and we're going to go straight to the next, and we should end up with 11 stitches in our hook. So we count the very first one that we had in our hook, and we should end up with 11 stitches in our hook. And now with our 11 stitches in our hook, we're going to chain 1 onto the very last stitch, and we're going to grab our yarn and pull through 2 of our stitches, and we're going to pull through 2 all the way down this row, or every row. Originally, the pattern that I'm following does not have this solid black row. I'm adding it because the very first row calls to do something that I'm not willing to do, which is just having 2 color yarn in our foundation chain, and I'm not up to that to be changing the colors. So I'm going to actually start my second row being the first row of the pics of the art that I'm following. So now that we have that cleared, we're just going to work onto the front posts of the stitches within our previous row. So we yarn over and we pull. So we would just insert our hook into that, just the very first post, if that is what you want to call it, of our previous row of our stitches, and pulling it. And we always count the stitch that we have on our hook as the first one, and we should do this 6 times. So I already have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 and 6, and we add a little star with this yellow color. It's just 1 stitch, and the rest should be with our black yarn. And as always, chaining 1 onto the very last stitch, grabbing our yarn, pulling through 2, pulling through 2 and 2 until we have 2 different color stitches in our hook. Whenever we have this, we are always to use the very second color. And we pull through 2, we pull through 2. We're meant to do this all the way down our row, but our third row, in my case, which is the second row of the original pattern, we start with a little star. So since I want my very first stitch of my second row to be a different color, I'm going to close the previous row with that color. I hope that makes sense. I know it's a little confusing, but since I just want to start with a different color, I close out my previous row with that color. And actually, this very row is just that one different color piece of string, or that stitch, and the rest is black. And chaining 1, pulling through 2 all the way down. I'm going to do this last row with you guys. In this row, we're actually going to start and introduce the UFO. So cute. And it's just 3 black, and I'm going to use this purple yarn for the UFO. And then for black stitches, before we get to introduce a little star. And then that very last stitch is black. There we go, and then we chain 1 and we switch colors, pulling through 2 and then pulling through 2 again, switching colors, pulling through 2 and then switching our colors again. And this is how it's looking like. I like this stitch because it really stands out, and I think it's a little bit cleaner than your regular crochet. I don't know, it's just my opinion. Just look at this. You can see all the defining features, all the stars. Everything's very pretty. It's just my opinion. But of course, you can always go down below in the description and click on the link for the Pinterest pattern that I'm following. Or if you would like, you can pause this video and take a screenshot of the pattern that I'm following. I know it's looking a little bit not like, you know, your regular crochet, but trust the process. It's very simple. It's cute. You don't have to turn your work or anything like that. And yes, I hope you had fun.